I'm a big fan of intense arcade-style shooters, and I just got done playing a new one called Rim 9000 for PS4. But is this one truly a spectacular shooter, or should it just be forgotten to the depths of space? Rim 9000 is an arcade-style shooter. It doesn't feature a lot of modes, but it does feature intense, enjoyable gameplay that will reward you for your memorization and quick button presses. The game is broken up into 5 areas, each area with a boss encounter, and if you die at any point during an area, it's back to the beginning. Thankfully, when you do make it to the next area, at least you can start back at the beginning of that next one. It's one of those games that throws in a lot of difficulty towards you instead of necessarily having a very lengthy journey. Controls felt fine. I was able to move and blast through enemies pretty easily. Controls are very simple, just moving and shooting. There's no bomb, button, or other things for you to worry about. Just focusing on the action and moving your ship throughout all the enemy fire and various enemy types. The most jarring thing about Rim 9000, though, is the graphics. It can be a bit much, with a lot of flashing effects that thankfully you can reduce and even turn off the wallpaper as well on the sides to give you just more of a focus on the actual gameplay instead of all the crazy effects that may be a turnoff for some and others may find really cool. Outside of the main game itself, other than things like trophies or achievements, there really isn't a lot else. There's a leaderboard and a few options to tweak. At a pretty low price point, Rim 9000 is a pretty enjoyable shooter, but the technical issues that start to mount pretty quickly in the game is one of the reasons why I really can't recommend it, at least until it's fixed up a bit. The game crashed on me on a numerous amount of occasions, going into various menus, and even in the main gameplay it would soft lock with the gameplay completely freezing, and since the game doesn't save your progress, I would have to turn off the game and turn it back on, starting back at Area 1, even though I had made it quite past that. Thankfully, the game is pretty short. If you're able to actually complete it in one go, it's around 30 minutes or so. However, it may take you many hours and many attempts to actually get past Areas 3 and 4 and finally get to Area 5, so I could see a freeze late in the game being crushing to someone who may be discouraged to try the game again. Rim 9000 is available now for PS4 for $7.99, and it does feature a Platinum trophy. The game is also available on PC. Overall, Rim 9000 is a fun little scrolling shooter that has some really intense effects that some may really like. I also really dug the soundtrack throughout the course of the game. However, with the relatively short length and lack of modes, and especially the crashing and freezing, it's a bit hard to recommend at the moment. I'm going to be giving Rim 9000 a 6 out of 10. But that's going to wrap up this review. I'd like to thank you for watching, and of course, I hope you enjoyed.